Bitcoin's going to 100K. Bitcoin's going to 1 mil. Bitcoin's going to 10 mil. Do you ever wonder how people come up with these price predictions for Bitcoin? I've compiled some delicious data about Bitcoin's price over the years, put it together in an even more delicious spreadsheet, which means I have to share it with the family. I'm Afro Senpai, and I'm showing everyone how I'm becoming a millionaire while teaching anyone who's willing to listen. By the end of this video, you'll gain a deeper understanding of Bitcoin's historical price action, which should help you make a better and more informed decision for your own personal investment portfolio. Let's go. All right, so what we're looking at is my spreadsheet of why you should be investing in Bitcoin. So we have the starting price of Bitcoin for that year. Then we have the highest price for that year. And then these Bitcoin acquired columns are, if you put in $1,000, this is how much Bitcoin you could have acquired at the high price. Then the lowest price we had for that year. And this is how much Bitcoin you could have acquired at the low price. Now, chances are you probably would not have heard about Bitcoin in these early years. And I think I put this bold line in here because that's when Coinbase was established as a legit exchange for buying Bitcoin. And so anything after 2016 is when people were really paying attention to Bitcoin as a potential asset class. The next column after that is what was Bitcoin's price at the end of the year for that particular year. The next column is your return on investment. And then these last two columns don't really pertain to Bitcoin, but they do talk about what's happening with your fiat dollar. So these are the inflation percentages for each year. And the last column is what is your fiat worth in today's dollars. So we can clearly see fiat is declining over time, whereas Bitcoin is rising in price over time. And then in the orange, what I just highlighted for you is the halving years. Notice that in 2012, the start was 470 and the highest it went was 16. 1 year after the halving, we have 1330 for start and 1163 for the high. Next halving year, we are starting at 434. Our high for the halving year was 981. The following year, we have a start of 966. And the high is 19,892. The next halving year, we're at 7,200 with a high of 29K. The following year, we're at 28, pretty much 29K, and the high is at 68.7K. Now at 2024, we just had our halving. The start of the year was 44K. The highest it has been so far is 73K, but we still have about 6 months to go. And it's typically 6 months after the halving is when the price of Bitcoin really blows up. Let me know what you guys are thinking. What will be the start price of Bitcoin in 2025? I'm thinking around 100K. And what do you think the high will be for 2025? When we can clearly see that the year after the halving is the best year for Bitcoin. Summer has just arrived, and I believe fall is when Bitcoin is really going to start to do its thing. Miners are going to start charging more. Various institutions and companies are going to be getting into Bitcoin for Q3. So it's going to be a crazy time for the price, but time can only tell. If you found value in the video, please pay that like tax, comment below what your thoughts are, share it with somebody who appreciates the visual aesthetics only Google Sheets can provide. And until the next one, remember to smile because you are beautiful. Peace.